don't have to yell. Let's curve it around a little bit here. Just compress towards us, please. Hey guys. First off, I want to say thank you to everybody. You know, the gym's been going on for a year. It's been up and down and like a roller coaster for the, you know. It's not easy to open up a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gym anywhere in the world, especially not easy in a place like Uppsala in Sweden. And to even have the audacity to try and make a living out of it is even harder. But I'm able to give a try because of you guys, so I just want to say thank you. There's a lot of people here that make this gym work. It's not just me, you know. I have a lot of obligations outside of the gym as well. I have my family. I have the work that keeps me and my family alive. And then I have this, this which, you know, is my passion. This is like my baby, you know. But I can't do it alone, and nobody can do anything alone. I learned this a long time ago, right? There's no such thing as somebody that's, no matter how hard you have to work, there's no such thing as a self-made person. You know, somewhere along the line, you have to be helped by somebody. Even people like Finfou coming from the hardest, roughest parts of the world, there had to be somebody there to help him out. So, you know, I don't forget that, and I appreciate that a lot. So when I opened up a gym, there were a lot of people that, you know, first started hitting me up when they found out I was gonna open a gym. They were like, as soon as you open, I wanna be there. And I wanna be there to support you and train with you and be there with your journey, right? And the people here tonight who are gonna get promoted are, not all of them, but those are some of the people that were there, that reached out to me and said that they wanted to train and be a part of what we're trying to create here. So I'm gonna get my little bag. I'm gonna start off with the lowest belt, okay? It's a blue belt, okay? Sure I got the right. This is for somebody, so look guys, Jiu-Jitsu, not everybody's gonna try. A small amount of people are gonna come into this to compete. You know, when I came into it, I had no intention of competing. I didn't even know what it was. I just wanted to have fun and do something that was, you know, I wanted self-defense. I wanted something that I can enjoy. And then the passion grew, and I discovered, I got a taste of competition, and then I discovered the love and hate of competition and the joy of it, right? And not everybody's gonna go through that journey. Some people just wanna be on the mat because it's what they love, okay? And some people come in a little bit late, you know, not everybody can be as lucky as Jonte and Alan coming into it quite young, you know? Some people find Jiu-Jitsu a little bit later in life, but they're still consistent no matter what, injuries, obligations off the mat, family, and they still come and train. And this person is a good example of that. So we're gonna give Matthias his blue belt today.
Since 17.
5 years, guys. Yeah. 5 years. You know, Jiu-Jitsu is a journey. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon, guys. It's about who lasts, right? I hope I got the right size.
I need to know some.
You're big. You're Viking. You know? So then, if you can, here, Sensei can do this side. Whoa.
Det blev jätteroligt. Otroligt roligt. Och väldigt oväntat. Och ja, jag är väldigt glad att den här klubben finns, att den finns här och att alla ni andra finns här också. Så jag vet att det var helt oväntat kan jag säga så. Men tack så mycket.
The next one, guys, same thing. When I first moved here, it was one of the first people that I met. Been training a long time. Always trying to, again, ever enduring passion for Jiu-Jitsu despite the age, despite, you know, the responsibilities, not having a constant coach all the time. You know, a lot of you guys are lucky, and I tell people at All Star who train with Finfou, who have started with Finfou, and that's all the jiu-jitsu they know. You guys are lucky, man, because me coming up, I didn't have coaches. I didn't have consistent coaches till I moved to Sweden, until I decided to move and train with Finfou. So it's been a very hard journey of figuring things out on our own and trial and error. And now when you don't have a coach, it's a lot of errors. It's the same error over and over again, and you figure it out. Sometimes you don't, and I'm still working on that. So this guy is one of those guys. He's the same thing, you know. Used to give me a ride to Knivsta all the time for some mat time. Linus, come over.
I don't know. Jag tränade på Hitler förut, både här och i Knivsta. Jag har tränat i Abu Dhabi, i Dubai, i Alain. Men nu känns det som att jag hittat den.
Okay, guys, these next few are pretty big, you know. So, and of course, I couldn't do this without the help of Finfou. Finfou, like I said, guys, when you think about black belts, I'm a young black belt. I'm a baby, okay. Finfou's he's been around, but I'm a baby. All right. So I always gotta ask. I always gotta check with him when I make big decisions like this, and you know, I really appreciate having somebody to look up to, having somebody to ask, and having somebody to just be kind of your guide, you know. It's super important to have that. Especially having a gym like this and being a black belt, I think it's a big responsibility to do everything right. You know what I mean? So this is big because we're going to be giving out some black belts tonight. I'm pretty sure they know who they are, but we're going to start off with the loudest one. Nuno. You're gonna feel the power. Be ready.
Be less loud.
No, you stay the same, brother. We need loud. There's only you and Saeed. So.
Try to be very. I could be here talking all night, but it's better not. Well, this year was very hard for me. Due to a lot of circumstances in my life, divorce. I lost family. I wasn't there for them. My father's sick, and other things that a few guys know more than guys from Hilton, and I've been struggling a lot with my mental health a bit. But what kept me actually moving forward was actually looking to my kids and being here. When I was here, I forgot everything outside, and that made me feel quite good. But the struggle kept going and keeps going, but I don't know what to say. I'm just so grateful. Andrew, as soon as I know we were open the gym, I hit him up right away. We trained 8 years ago. Morton, my old pal, Danny, Johan, and of course all of you guys. Just one more thing. Never give up, no matter what happened in your life, just move forward. And I want to thank all of you. I could be thanking many people. This is such a good, big moment in my life. And be here with Andrew and big coach Finfou. It's one of the best things happened to me in my life. Jiu-Jitsu saved my life. Back on the days, I went for a very wrong path in my life. I don't need to say what it is. It was really bad. But when I started Jiu-Jitsu, I was 29 years old, 28, 29. And since that day, my life changed. I came to Sweden 8 years ago, this month in December. I was a white belt. And I got in the ILT doors, the first guys I met was last guys over there. So then Andrew came in holiday to Sweden with Emma from Singapore, right? I was a blue belt, we were a brown belt. So it's so much good memories here. I cannot say anything more. I'm just so pumped up. So I want to thank all of you for everything, and I'm really grateful. Thank you.
So these two guys, when I moved to Sweden, I didn't really know I was going to move to Sweden. I came here on vacation for 2 weeks, and me and Emma knew we didn't want to be in Singapore anymore, and I was looking for a new place, you know, but the goal was always to have Jiu-Jitsu in my mind. When I came here, I knew I wanted to train with Finfou. I did one session at All-Star. I knew someday I wanted to, the plan was move to Stockholm and then train at All-Star. But life happens, you know, you have kids, you have to prioritize family. I ended up moving to Enköping. Couldn't be further away, you know. But somehow, you know, when you have a goal in your mind, I'm stubborn. So I want to train with Finfou. Eventually, I did, you know, I started making those trips to All-Star and started training with Finfou on a very regular basis. But none of that would have happened if I didn't move to Sweden. The reason why I was okay with moving to Sweden was because I thought, fuck, the Jiu-Jitsu is fucking good here, man. I walked into Hilti, and I didn't have a lot of expectations of Hilti because they had the ugliest Facebook group, bro. They had the jankiest looking website. I was like, I'm lucky if there's one blue belt. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna go in there, there's gonna be a blue belt teaching with his fucking socks on or something. I don't know, bro. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But to my surprise, guys, I came here and it was a room full of animals. Monster brown belts. I walked in, it was Oliver, Johan, Morten, Niels, Johannes was there. Murderous row, bro. So I thought I was coming in for some easy rounds, man. I got reality check, and they were all fucking big too. They were all enormous, you know. Nobody my size, right? So they're a huge part of this because if I never got a taste of that jiu-jitsu and I never had a good experience of being at Hilti, I don't think I would have moved to Sweden. And if I never moved to Sweden, I would not have this beautiful place. I would not have built the relationships I have with everybody here, with my coach. So I owe a lot of what I have today to these people. It's not something directly, I don't think it's something they realize, but it's not something I've talked about before, but I always think about that. So, Morten.
Whoa!
It's gonna be weird walking around with all these black belts. It's gonna be scarier to come into this gym, man.
It's gonna get easier for you.
Like I told Finfou in between rounds, my first year exposure to Jiu-Jitsu was actually watching an episode of Brandar Swing back in the day, like probably 15, 16 years
18,
ago.
18 years ago.
It featured Finfou, it was Leo Negao, it was Bruno Matias, and it was
Casca grossa.
it was
Legends,
Zico
legends.
Vieira also. It was Murderous Road. Back then I didn't know if Gi Jiu-Jitsu was something I wanted to do. It was, like I said, it was my first exposure. Now getting the back leg from you and Andrew,
Alright.
feels like we made a circle. I'd also like to, going back to what Andrew said, like, all the guys here, you don't understand the struggle we went through when we started Jiu-Jitsu. It was the same in Sweden, like when I started 12 years ago. We had no instructor, it was like basically a bunch of white belts, trying Jiu-Jitsu out, watching instructionals and whatnot.
Pirated DVDs.
Marcus Perry,
no.
I really DVDs, bro.
Yeah, Saudi Beira, Sound was the shit. It was hook guard and half guard. man.
Marius Perry videos probably.
So thank you all guys as well. Without you, we would have nobody to train with. The struggle, it is for real, but we have to move on. So thank you all, Andrew, all of you guys.
Last one. Come on.
Andrew, if you put a beer on this, Andrew will speak.
This is nothing between
Alright.
Tack så mycket. Jag är inte så bra på att hålla tal så jag vill säga...
English.
I can't do English.
You got to, bro. One time, bro. You get your black belt once. Do it in English.
So then I just say thank you all for being here to train with me and thank you Andrew for starting this shit and convincing me to come back.
Yes.
Tack så mycket.
Hey guys, one thing I always say, you know, the belt, as you can see, these guys have been training more than how long? What, 12, 13, 14 years? You know, it's inevitable. It's gonna come. You keep show up every day. You bring your best to training every day. Maybe it's not your day to feel good. Be productive that day. Help somebody out. Make sure somebody else get good training. It's not always about us, ourselves when we come to training. And I guarantee one day you get your black belt. Yeah, it's inevitable. It's not something that it's there. You just gotta keep walking towards it. So I hope that I want to say thank you for everybody for being here. And yeah, that's it. Let's stand up. We're about to line up and bow out, guys. Coach, I want to say thank you for Finfou again, guys. Like I said, none of this. I wouldn't have the courage to do any of this if I didn't have somebody like Finfou. So thank you so much, Coach.
Can I say something?
Yes, absolutely.
So guys, I would like to also thank you very much, everybody. I know that everyone over here has a, you know, your private life and your own things to do, but even though you gave me priority to be here, and I just want to let you all know that I super appreciated that. You know, and I think most of you know that yesterday we got a very bad news. One of the guys that was one of the pioneers with the Jiu-Jitsu in Sweden. One guy have been contribute a lot for the community in Sweden. One of the first guys from Sweden I saw training in Brazil passed away yesterday. Have been struggling a lot for the past 2-3 years with the cancer. You know, Valdo Zapata. And also he was one of the guys that supported me very much on my journey to move into Sweden. You know, and the reason why I want to bring this up is just to show and to tell you guys the appreciation that I have about the moment that we spend here. You know, because in the end of the day, this is the most precious thing that we have. You know, there was a situation in my life that I've been close to, don't be here anymore. There been a situation in my life that all I want was to be number one. And then in the middle of a situation that I could make the decision and the difference of being number one or number three, something happened. In the middle of a fight, I ended up in a wheelchair, I ended up paralyzed. The doctor said that I would never walk again. And 1 year later, I came back to competitions again, because I always been doing, it's what I love it, and became a world champion and so on. But the most important thing that I could understand, and by using all these adversities as a wake-up call, was that all we have is now, you know, because we see our friend, super young guy, 43 years old, 2 kids to raise, unfortunately left us. So if you have any person in your life that you care about, that you love it, take the time to let them know this. You know, because we never know what can happen tomorrow. You know, so the same. Yesterday I got a news of one of my students. He was Olympic athlete in Taekwondo. He'd been representing Sweden in Sydney in Taekwondo, and then after he finished his Taekwondo career, he started to do BJJ with me at All-Star. He had a stroke. Yes, his name is Marcus Murray. You know, and he got a stroke. So yesterday was a tough day that I just was like, what more? You know? And the main thing is this: show the appreciation for the ones that you have, the ones that you love. You know, the moments that you have, make sure that you are there. You know, body, mind, and soul, because everything can change in 1 second. Nothing is guaranteed. And my super appreciation for the moment that we spend here, I can never put on words. So guys, thank you so much for the welcome.
Appreciate you all. Thank you guys for being part of this journey so far, and the future is bright. Not only because of our higher belts, but because of all of you guys that are here to train. Appreciate all of you very much. Thank you, coach. So we're gonna have you standing in the front now.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Thank you.
I know the legacy is going in the right direction. I know. Agora vem aqui, caralho. Hey, you walk in the room. You are black belt. See a brown belt like this. You ready? You want to prove a point?